Katrina's flood waters invaded New Orleans and its surrounding areas. After the storm, 80% of the city stood in wet despair as residents fought for their survival and FEMA officials seemed unable to handle the mass destruction. Dr. Dawn Williams lives in the Holy Cross neighborhood of the Lower Ninth Ward. She says Katrina had both an impact on her work and personal life.
For me, my home was not totally underwater, but the neighborhood was not accessible for a number of months. My mother, my aunts, all my family lost their homes, and they live in this area, in the Gentilly area, not far from Dillard.
The storm created a multitude of problems for New Orleans residents, from job loss to financial stress.
Contacted by the coroner at the time, and they had set up the morgue in Baton Rouge in the back of the Women's Correctional Center. So all the bodies they were taking out of New Orleans, they were bringing them there. They had set up these refrigerated trucks. And he got a call from a dentist he had worked with who was up there and said, "We have a number of bodies from your community."
Gentilly resident Glenn Riebert was a freshman in high school when Katrina displaced his family.
That time put a lot of stress on us as far as my parents having money, being out of jobs.
Katrina altered the family structure of some residents, creating strife and separation anxiety.
My mom wasn't even living with us because we had owned a Smoothie King down here in New Orleans, so she had to come back from Dallas to come back and deal with the store operations.
Violet native Frank Duplessis had just started third grade when his family decided to take a brief trip to get out of harm's way.
Pre-Katrina, my memories of it, I remember I was in third grade. I was at St. Louis de Marillac Catholic School, that's in Araby. I just started school probably not even a full month. And I remember being told that we were going to go on a break, that there was a hurricane coming, and that everyone would have to evacuate, but we will be back soon.
In the 14 years post-Katrina, the world has watched in awe as the Crescent City has been resilient and rebuilding.
After Katrina, it was really like when you saw the revitalization of the city, how you saw when people came together and the city started coming back to life. That was really like the best part about it.
It has been 14 years since Katrina. New Orleans' low elevation and proximity to the Gulf of Mexico keeps it in harm's way, and some question if the city is prepared for another direct hit.
We've seen progress. Even Dillard has taken to it to where, the campus doesn't flood as bad anymore. They're doing things with drain pipes and things of that nature. So hopefully, they're better prepared. But as well, we don't want another hurricane to come through here and even hopefully test that again.
This is Jaquez Clinton reporting.